tomorrow. Uh, I guess where I'm gonna start is try to make this fast. I ain't gonna keep it too long. Got things to do today. Let me see. So I got this thing right called loyalty is royalty, and I should never know where that comes from. I should never understand where the term loyalty is royalty comes from. But you know, great power comes great responsibility. So if you was royalty in so many words, right, you would necessarily have to obtain that royalty some kind of way. You know, uh, Bill Gates maintains royalty. Okay, uh, he earned that. You know what I'm saying? Like his own estate was built off of an empire that he saw probably out of that garage or something. Uh, but it's in that it doesn't happen quickly. So when I started to when I was a kid, I used to always think like, well, that sucks that only one person gets to be a queen. What if the person who's a queen don't even want to be a queen? What if that person want to be humble and be like an Australian bushman or something? What's the difference? You get to choose to be who you want to be, right? So what I'm trying to say is that don't let nobody tell you you're not a king or a queen or have to at least be in your own right. Okay. So uh reason why I go through all this is because I know there's a secret. There's a big secret. And that big secret for the most part, probably cut this line. That big secret for the most part is just the truth. You gotta have the truth. So let's go for word. I don't like to get into religion. Well, that's not what I was trying to say. I don't like to get into religion because it's controversial. Not saying I don't like controversial things. I just don't personally feel the need to do what has been done for so long. Okay? Half the stuff that's controversial shouldn't be. Okay? So let's go with this. I guess I have to do it small. But what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to make it so that I can make it clear when I show it back up on. Okay. Just want to make sure when I show it up, it shows up. I probably should have did this before, but I didn't know before that I wanted to do this until now. Go fast. Get this done. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, let's start here anyway. Did I spell it right? Anyway, if I didn't, maybe I don't care. I don't care. Caesar. Okay, like great Caesars of our time. Okay, the great Caesar family, right? So, which is probably the great Julius, what? I'm gonna end up learning how to write backwards. So, long story short, what I'm trying to say is that as long as you can see that, well, I messed up the G. Okay. So, as long as you could understand that, then you could understand that there was uh this. I mean, that's the real thing I want you to look. Look up the word Caesar participles. Borg. Yeah. Alright, good. Make sure I spelled it right. Alright. See, this person, Caesar Borgia, okay, is not known throughout history as much as he should be. The way he's known throughout history, but not the way that he should be. Okay? So with that being said, is this. There's lies. Okay? There's a lot of things that's not put in front of you. See, when I was put in a situation, incarcerated through previous times, my melanin, and it drove me up the wall. I couldn't understand why I was there when I didn't want to be there. Like, when I wanted to just quit, like, yo, you know what, I'm done. I've had it. I'm ready to go lay on my bed. I've had it. Why the fuck I still, but why do I still have to be there? Okay, it's because there are people like Scheiße, Karl Marx. I can't even. Anyway, people like Karl Marx, who don't really they break everything down in that way. Like they make it to where they have analyzed society as a whole, and that categorization has been implemented throughout our teachings. All right. So if you're aware of what I'm saying, if you're aware of like school systems have not changed at all since they started. They remind you of churches. School system reminds you of churches. If a school system was really a school system at some point in time throughout that school year, that those kids would come up like they do, and they stand up and they teach the class exactly. But it's such at a minimal level to where it's like schools don't allow for you to get one-on-one the way it allows you to compete for the competitive. That's good. That's good. But what's the whole point of going to school and one half of us gets a social, understanding. We know how to network, and we learn money. We learn how to do whatever everything else but school. And then another half of us absorbs only the school and gains none of that social understanding whatsoever. No one is insured to have a guaranteed 50-50 of it. Okay? I say that because the consciousness of today is messed up. See, having Christ consciousness is not the same as being a Christian. Okay? Being a Christian is believing in this face, that man's face. I'm not the type of person to want to take credit for anything or anyone else's or anything. So I'll tell you there's a million videos. There's a million videos to look up certain things. I just want to get you there. Uh, I got a good rumor. I got an actual good rumor you could look up. All right. What if I told you that it's rumored that Elijah Muhammad is Obama's father? That would be crazy, huh? That would be crazy, huh? Even if I tell you that Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad, was actually the first person around that time to actually start like breaking his knowledge to people, and that's why he's so significant for his time. Nothing else. No, not to say nothing else, but that was his, is to just make sure people understood. He shouted on rooftops in that way. Okay. So where I get to, so I'm ready to close down. Things to do. No, I don't. But let me go into something. Yeah, I got some things to talk about. I do. I'm not gonna avoid that. Let's do that now. All right. So I end up running into this little paradox. I don't really feel like breaking the suffix down. I mean, two things synonymously working together. Okay. So let me tell you that everything is kind of lied to. Yeah. So let me just go from there. So let's say like the reason why I'm trying to tell you that the information is off is because there's a thing called what you know. Okay, he knows. He who knows. He who knows. It's right in front of you, huh? He who knows. Okay. You know. Once you know, you know. You can't unknow. Something's burning. You can't unknow that. You know what I'm saying? That you experienced that before, and you just probably don't. Something's burning. You know. Okay. So what I'm gonna say is that if you know, then that is a reality. Your mind makes up what you see. See, you only know about religion because you were told it. Animals are not taking other animals to church. Squirrels are not going to church because they lower than you. That's called ego. And this is the part that I'm trying to address. If you can take yourself and realize that there is a real understanding of as above, so below. Meaning, what you think uh, is what you manifest. If you think to yourself, "Oh, I believe in the devil," that's you. You know what I'm saying? People do that. I don't really necessarily entertain it, but it's more power to you. The fact that you have a consciousness of it makes me understand that it's real. It's real. The fact that you're thinking it and it's in you could see it. Okay? Oh, you think Donald Trump could imagine having the feeling of 50 Cent only in his can't see that. He can't see that. And that's why you can't see the amount of money that he'll maintain. You couldn't even, you would have, that's the reason why there's, if you don't have $1 million, it's because you can't see it. If you could see $1 million cash right now in front of you, you know, where you gonna put it? You gonna put it what's on which bag? Which bag you gonna use to take it out your house when you go to transport it? Why would you take it out your house? Because you don't feel safe at your house no more, knowing that you got $1 million cash. With great power come great responsibility. So the responsibility of of religion is to make sure people have this. They don't know what's gonna happen when they die. They fear that and that's why they need faith that they're at least messing with the right kingdom, which is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But there's real Gnostics in this book. See, you have to read that book. You have to read that book over and over and over and over again. And I'm not talking about for like 3 months or something. I mean like for years. You got to understand it and let it resonate in you. And that is what gives you a Holy Spirit, okay? If you had peace and a Holy Spirit or something, I don't know how to do that, but if you had like peace and a Holy Spirit, it would be pieces, it would be segments. But when something is whole and holy, okay, that's a different chemical process. That's why molecularly holy water is different from your tap water or from like it's been blessed over. It's changed its consciousness, the water has changed its consciousness molecularly based upon the intent put to it. That's how strong your consciousness is, okay? So, who did I get this concept from? Maybe Charles Hanau. Charles Hanau, right? You take your mind, right, as being a magnifying glass. And in this magnifying glass, your mind is like, and you think about this, and you think about that, and you think about this and that. And that distractions. So, alright. So, in a long story short, is you have to take. So, exactly. Your thoughts are here, your thoughts are there, your thoughts are there. And the moment, so it's like when you take a magnifying glass and you key in that focus of the light into a spot, say like a spot on a piece of paper, immediately it can burn a hole. You'll see fire, immediately. Once that thought is, and that's what you have to do. If you have to take your time, and that's where you need meditation in your life. But I got this thing right. You're not a racist unless you understand that the term ist. I hope I did that right. I didn't do that right. So the term ist, right? As in scientist, etymologist, a sexist, sexologist, meteorologist, all of the ist, the isms. It means expert in the field of study. Okay. Uh, uh, ism is the study of. Okay. And that, so you got to just understand it. You're not a racist if you don't understand uh, the whole human experience. It's the whole human experience. See, what it is there's a certain racism going on, but it's because nobody wants to have everyone with the power, you know. We all can have it because specific people want it for themselves. But here's the thing, right? They are not the original holders of this information. They've obtained it. They've obtained it, and that's cool. That's cool. They probably obtained certain powers and what. That's cool. But I know for a fact. I know for a fact. Now you can feel it. You can feel it. And that's why you keep it away from the people who will feel it. See, one thing I can tell you about the powerful is that they real disconnected from their self. They don't have a self. If you have you ever seen like a real powerful person, a business person? There's a part of them that's cold as shit. Cause there's a part of you that can't have $1 million and know that you know you got a cousin or a part of your kin, maybe somebody you saw when you was 6 last that you gotta help out. You know what I'm saying? And then real talk, if you gave everybody $10,000 that you knew, you'd be a broke dude. So it takes a certain discipline to be rich in that way, right? So let's go through this. If you don't have a house or a home, right, you feel like you're an orphan. That's the disconnect from your seals and your crest. So you gotta find out where you come from, and then you look at your seals and your crest. Okay. So, uh, so know that there's 3 different types of Caucasian, to the Caucasians, right? The Nordics, the Aryans, and the Bruins. Okay. But the thing is, those words and the actual understanding of it is paleorized. It's paleorized. It's been paleorized to the people using it today because they don't even understand like the intent behind the people who shared the knowledge with them. See, like if I told you something out of ill intention, that will come across to somebody who could register that. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, that guy's full of shit, or da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not full of shit, if you actually speak from a real connection, they can't silence you. You can't be heckled because that's what I call the first laugh. Meaning like the people laugh at you, ha ha ha. They can, fine. But there's a point where karma is instant. The dogma is your own karma. You know that dogmatic situation you put for somebody else, it's your problem. Well, it's your karma. You have to deal with instantly. So the reason why I bring this up is because it's like people see uh uh the swastika, right? And they see the swastika and they think like, oh, it's racist, blah 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 blah. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. You don't understand the symbology behind that. If you understood anything about that, you would actually understand that the only thing it is the Big Dipper. It's the sequence of the Big Dipper. Okay? So I have this thing like people be smart, but they be like stupid smart. They be stupid smart. Like you smart, but you ain't read in months. You ain't read in like 8 years. You'd say it. If somebody gave you a book, you'd be like, oh, I ain't touched the book in forever. You smart, but you stupid smart. You do no research behind anything that come out your mouth, and it's ego. See, it's a difference. If you did the research, you could go back and tap into that. Even if you did it 2 years ago, I could tell. I'd be like, oh, there's no reason for me to talk. If you know what I'm saying, there's no reason. There's no reason. Okay, so uh, when they talk about slavery, right? They never tell you slavery. Like all these people be walking around like, oh the man, and da 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 da, blah 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 blah. Slavery was started by a queen. She addressed all people with a specific skin tone as being soulless, like as if monkeys. Research that yourself. You got all this stuff in these history books, but nobody really be looking up any history outside of like the Bible is like this big, and a history book is the same size. All that stuff happened since the Bible, and that's us. With pictures. Now all words, just with pictures too. With pictures too. Okay. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is everything is scattered. It's scattered. Black people don't know that they Jews. Jewish people don't know that they need to be black. What is black? What country is black? Show me the continent of black on which black people come from or have origins from. Because that blackness that they're speaking of is called magic, energy, matter. Okay? You are made up of these. You can feel and resonate that because that's energy. Okay? And if you have a certain nullification to it, it's probably because you can't pick up on I'm trying to say that you don't have to learn things that are natural to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you with things that are natural to you, you don't have to learn it. Okay? Somebody who's never been able to even get that sound, that's not even a snap to me. You know what I'm saying? It's just what's natural to you, you can't like undo. So let's wrap this up. Loyalty is royalty because there are secrets, and in order for those secrets to go on, somebody else had to be in on the secret. Somebody else had to be in on the secret. There's a secret that happened in about the 80s. Nobody talk about. It's a nice big old one too. Nobody talk about it. Never. Now, like I said, my job is not to incite uh anything but curiosity. So finals. If a Jewish person sells you a hollow tree, it's the Holocaust. And I say that because I have nothing against people who are Semitic or Semites for any religion. I do have a problem when there is a lack of equity. I do have a problem when I feel like someone is jumping your ship when they're probably the ones who took your ship in the first place. It's annoying. You see no black people over in Israel right now like, oh, we need to get our land back. None of that. None of that. You see, no, and when I say black, I just mean melanated. It's all a bunch of people from everywhere else who've just curled their hair and grew a beard, yo. The information is supposed to be within a certain, uh, through history, but it's all on wars that nobody pay attention. The Crusades and through black. Every time there was a war, there was a collection of information, and there was a removal of that particular land from its natural people. Okay, so that's it. Look, look, look. If you stop looking at everything as what you see, the wind, you can't tell. You know, the wind is everywhere. You can't see it. It's there though. Air is there though. You can't see it. Only with smoke can you reveal air to yourself. You know. So, that is all. Uh, I love you and God love you. Ahi Fahi Ashe.